What's up YouTube? It's Rena and today I want to talk to you about tail creation in Vroid. So it's going to be a really quick video because I'm just going to be referring to Deat's amazing tutorial on how to make tails. Honestly, you should just watch that. I mean, why are you here? But anyways, let's get into it. So this is the character I'm currently making for a commission work. Yeah, so he's a little kitty, as you can see by the word cat on his shirt, obviously in the cat ears and the tail. Basically, a lot of times when people make tails, I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast. So a lot of the times when people make tails, they kind of just make them very generic and kind of pointing down, going down his body. But since cats, they're not like dogs. Their tail goes up. And when you're on like VC face, something like what I'm using right now, you want to be able to see the tail. Like what's the point of having the tail in there if you can't even see it? So I obviously made it going straight up and kind of behind them. So I'm just going to show you what I did for structural components to make it like that. So for the tail, you want to bring down the mesh as far down in lengthwise down to the body and then bring it out so it comes down and up. So I have about 3-4 points that goes down, but then it kind of comes back up. So if you know what I mean, like it just looks really awful if you look at it from this viewpoint. But so you're gonna bring all the points closest to the body and then bring them down to the hips, and then you're gonna bring a couple of them out behind the character, and then you kind of just draw your shape from there. It is kind of finicky and annoying to draw. It is a lot easier if you make the brim of this very wide so it's easy to move, and then kind of focus on what's the viewpoint that you want this tail to be seen behind the character. So I wanted it to be not behind his ears or anything, like above his ears, but just enough that you can still see it poking through. So when he's walking around, you can see that, or when the character's moving in like VC face, you can also see that. Yeah, so coming out and bringing it wide, and then you kind of just play around with the shape and structure as usual, like what you would do with normal hair. And then when you are exporting this character, you want to make sure to watch Deat's video, because honestly, yeah, I'm not going to do it justice here, but when you're exporting, you want to make sure that you are clicking on the material reduction section. So this little bar here, it will display material count, and you want to enable the hair combination so that way they're not all grouped under one category of hair. You will have each individual hair strand as their own category. So that makes it, when you are in Unity, because the whole point of that is to make sure that this can stay on the hips and that's not swaying around. So when you go into Unity, oh here, I was like, where the hell is my logo? So when you go into Unity, you'll have the character here. You're going to have to download a few different softwares. If I'm smart, I would include it in the description below, as well as Deat's video. And then you're going to download the VRM software, as well as the bone weight transfer software. And those are the two softwares you'll be using to reconnect the tail to its proper position instead of it being located at the head. Basically what it would look like in VC face is like this. So for example, it will look kind of like this. Just like a typical cat, he gets threatened very easily, but look, the tail is all I care about. Look how it moves when I move left and right. It's just kind of waving in the background. I love it. I think it's so cute. Oh, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. Bye!